Hello. I'm going to do something different this time and do some self-commentary rather than just posting the raw footage of my run. My friend Craig suggested I do this, so I thought I'd give it a try. Some context for this run. This is the NNL West Coast Regional Championships. I qualified for this via podiuming, getting a podium spot at a local competition at Life Force. The West Coast division is actually pretty small, so I got an email. I'd already made the plans to come here. This was in Flagstaff, Arizona. And I got an email like a week before this competition that I qualified for Worlds via points. So that was nice knowing that going into this, because 2 months ago I sprained my ankle pretty bad. Took a little over a month off. And I really only started training maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. And then this was my first competition since then. And like I said, I've only been training for like 2 weeks again. But it was nice going into it knowing there was no pressure to do well. Regardless of my outcome, I would get to go to Worlds. Yeah, so let's watch my run here. First couple obstacles are just kind of a gimme, which is kind of nice, just so that you get into it. This wall walk right here, I was feeling pretty good about, because I saw you had to do it. So right in the back there is the warm-up room. I was doing wall walks right before, so I felt good about that. Here I'm going into just some grips, felt pretty good about this. The dismount at the end actually wasn't that tricky, but it was the first thing that might be tricky, so I was a little nervous about that. I remember thinking here that my swing was all over the place, so I was kind of trying to, right here I'm kind of trying to rein it in. This is that dismount that I was nervous about. It ended up not even being an issue. I did it one-handed without realizing it. Got some wobbly steps here. I almost felt like I was going to fall over backwards. Luckily, I grabbed the canes. Felt pretty good about the canes because they were so close together. I'd also watched one of my teammates, Sophia, do this earlier, and she made it look so calm that that was going through my head there. I had one little slip up, but I remember watching Sophia do it so calmly, and I was like, just watch the canes and be gentle. Made the dismount there. Right here for the sky hooks, my plan was just to grab this hook, jump back, and go in one. So when I go to reach out for it, it's a little further than I thought. And so I'm kind of calculating really quickly, like changing up my plan. Luckily, I could just go back in one backswing and then get it. And now here, putting this other hook on, going up to the gray hook in front of me. This technique right here, holding one ring in each hand, I want to just do a pullback and then go in one. It's a newer technique to me, but I usually feel pretty good about it. I got hung up here, and my swing wasn't right. I didn't realize, I knew I wanted to stop and reset. I didn't realize until watching it again that I almost fell off and ended my run right there. But then when I go again, this is what I was hoping to do the first time. So I think I need to work on that a little bit. Like I said, it's a newer technique, but sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. This I was nervous about. One of the first, because like I said, I sprained my ankle recently, so if you could see there, it's my right ankle that I hurt. I didn't even use it at all, because I remember yelling too. I'm like, oh no, my ankle, because I was actually pretty nervous about that, not wanting to hurt my ankle. Now I felt pretty confident about these moves right here. I took a short little break there and I felt rushed. I should have asked for time. I didn't do that at all in this run, and I should have done that. But yeah, I felt pretty good about that move, and then I have the dismount here. So right here, I was feeling very pumped out. I was surprised how tired I was at this point. And I was kind of standing there trying to catch my breath, and I was still worried about the time, but I didn't ask. So I kind of rushed it right here. I would have liked a little bit more of a break, and I probably could have taken one, but I just went for it. Wing nuts also are one of my weak points, so I missed. I kind of felt like I was a little surprised I missed, but honestly, I remember on my swings too that I was like, oh, I should take another backswing, but I didn't, and so I kind of rushed that a little bit too. So that was the end of my official run, but I still had some time left, so I'm finishing it out. These moves right here, I felt pretty confident about. It was, I was like, I'm either going to get this or miss, but I felt confident. So I made the grab to the propeller. Right here, when I get a backswing, if you hear the video, I say ow, like quietly. I actually hit my head kind of hard on the thing behind me. I had a bump for a couple of days. It finally went away. And then that was a little awkward to get straight, but there I figured it out, made the dismount. This stupid balance thing, balance is so 50-50 in Ninja, and I wasn't feeling super good about it, and everyone was like, I had a huge smile on my face and I was laughing and everyone was cheering for me. I didn't get it, but that's all right. My run was officially over. And then there was a big trampoline move up to a trapeze right after that, and that was another thing that I was pretty nervous about with my ankle. So since my run was already done, I didn't want to risk it because you had to get a huge bounce off of that, and I think that would have hurt my ankle. Yeah, I guess the only other thing I wanted to say is right here you can see the 3 wing nuts, and then right in the corner of the screen is a platform for the dismount. And so I missed the first wing nut, but I will say this is the second day of the competition. I watched the younger kids the day before. So the courses were fairly similar, some small changes, but that wing nut thing kind of stayed the whole time. The dismount from the 3rd wing nut there to the platform is actually a fairly similar move to how I sprained my ankle in the first place, just kind of a big dismount to a block. And it was smaller, but still almost the same move as how I sprained my ankle. And I said I'm not super comfortable in wing nuts. So from the day I got there, I was nervous about that move the entire weekend. I was nervous about a lot of things with my ankle, but that one specifically. So I wonder, I don't think that really messed with me with the where I failed on the first wing nut, but I will say that was in my head. I was nervous about that. But yeah, that was my run. That was good enough for first place in the adult male division. There was actually only 3 people that competed. I think there was a few more scheduled to be there, but they didn't make it. So yeah, I feel really good about that run. Like I said, my ankle being sprained recently, I was pretty nervous going into it if that was going to be a factor. And honestly, I did a few things to the dismount onto the cargo net, avoiding it. But I thought it would be more of an issue, so I was really happy that it wasn't an issue. And then I just kind of got pumped out and then missed that grab, which I think might come down to, honestly, I'm happy with that run. So I don't know how much of it was lack of training recently or just because no one even, I got first, so I made it further than other people in my division. So I think it was a deceptively hard course. But yeah, that is my run. If you're still watching, thank you. I appreciate that you care and you're watching my videos. And then let me know what you think about the self-commentary. If that's cool, let me know if you like it or if you just prefer the raw footage. Yeah. This is for you, Craig. Thought I'd try something different. All right. Thank you.